So I've been lately incredibly dependent on endless scrolling, literally all day long, every single minute that I don't have a responsibility towards like work, or I don't have to be like in the bathroom or eating or like any every other moment. I've been filling it with endless scrolling. The minute I wake up, I reach for my phone. I'm on TikTok for hours, scrolling, and I've been trying to come from a place of no judgment and compassion, trying to understand before I'm like blaming the endless scrolling that this is the thing that is the reason behind me being stuck, and right, the one thing that I need to get rid of so I can start having progress in my life. I started to see it as a solution. Like, what is this doing for me? Why am I doing this so much? There's gotta be something good about it. Otherwise, I won't just be doing something that it's self-harming if there wasn't another part of me that was highly benefiting from it, right? So what I've come to understand is that the scrolling, what it does for me specifically, is it gives me a distraction from my own mind. My mind has been very loud lately, and I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of emotions that I've had a hard time to make this safe space to be present with them and accept them, right? So scrolling is a very good way, a very efficient way to not have to deal with those thoughts, with those uncomfortable emotions, and just distract myself, right? And that's when I started to understand that this is why I can't change my reality. It's not because I'm scrolling on TikTok all day long. That's the solution, right, to a deeper problem. The real reason why I can't change my reality is because I can't come to a place where I am present with the current reality, and that includes my thoughts and emotions, okay? So, this is what happens when we try to change our reality by force, right? I almost went and got an apartment, a new apartment, and a new job all by force, and nothing has been working, right? Because I've been trying to change my outer reality before I change my inner reality. This is the first thing that we need to understand. The second thing that we need to understand is how do we actually go about changing our inner reality? So, when you're gonna go online and you're gonna see all about manifesting, people are gonna talk a lot about change your thoughts so you can change your emotions, so you can change your reality. The problem with that is that before we change our thoughts and we start having these positive thoughts and the type of thoughts that we believe will give about the reality that we want, that will generate the right emotions that we want, we have to accept and be present with the current thoughts and emotions that we have right now. We cannot bypass them. We have to be present with them. And that's where the endless scrolling comes in for me. It gives me a very good way to distract myself from being present with those thoughts and emotions. So, the way I see it moving forward right now, first by having a bunch of self compassion and love and no judgment, I can observe this. I can become aware of this pattern with no judgment, and understanding that maybe up until this point it's been hard to be present with my emotions, my thoughts, and my reality. So I've had a lot of resistance build up within me, and I've found a vice, some type of way that I can distract myself from it, and it's been working so far to keep me alive, maybe, to distract myself so I don't know, so I don't like have anxiety or whatever. I've been able to show up to work and then just kind of like exist and survive and escape just enough to stay alive, right? But now I'm realizing that this is not really serving my highest purpose, because it's not allowing me to progress, to thrive. It's only kind of like allowing me to stay here stuck, right, in this survival place. So now that I've become aware of this, now my next step can be about, wow, maybe it's not just about by force stopping with this vice, like deleting TikTok and all of that. No, it's really about understanding that once I'm gonna do that, I will start feeling more anxiety and more uncomfortable feelings, because I am taking away the very thing that was distracting myself from those feelings. So when I do this with consciousness and awareness of that, I understand that okay, now the work is about being present with those feelings, those emotions, with those thoughts, observing the mind, remembering that I'm not the mind. But for that, I need to first observe the mind with no judgment, right? Before you meditate and stop identifying with the mind and try to quiet the mind, you have to observe the noise. You have to observe the loudness of your mind with no judgment, without analyzing anything, just observing, right? So observe the thing that you want to change before you try to change it. Accept the thing that you're trying to change before you change it. Come from a place of acceptance and harmony, of understanding and consciousness and awareness and compassion and love. From that place, we can start slowly making changes in a way that they last and not in a forced way. So this is my 2 cents on this area. This is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start putting time aside where I can put the phone down and have maybe 10 minutes here in the beginning of the day. Maybe I set half an hour at the end of the day where I can just sit there and not distract myself and start to be present with my body. Start to say mantras like, I am safe to feel. I am safe to feel everything that I'm feeling, everything that's within me. And slowly, I hope to come to a place where I can accept everything that I've been feeling, and from that place, I can start implementing and adapting new thoughts, new emotions of a higher vibration from the type of reality that I want to manifest in my life.